Diamond dance on my tee, 100 bands on my jeans. Got some niggas that's gone. Pray my niggas get free.
What's good? What's good? You already know what it is. Young E-Class here with another episode of Kites. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Appreciate everybody for all the likes, all the follows, all the reposts, sharing it, telling people about it, man. I appreciate all that. Let's get straight into it. This episode of Kites, I'm about to start talking about prison robberies, like real life armed robberies and things of that nature in jail. So I'm gonna start this off. Like when I first went in, I ain't really never noticed, like I never seen, like off the break, I didn't see like an armed robbery, somebody holding somebody up, taking their stuff or whatever. What I used to always witness was the soft lane robberies. Was the robberies that was the robberies that was like a dude that's like a strong dude, or a go hard dude, or a dude that got a lot of backing, or a dude that's in the game, no matter if he go hard or not, like his gang gonna back him. Like you got them dudes, and you got dudes that's like, you know what I'm saying, soft, but they got a way, they got a plug, they got a horse. A horse is a CEO or staff member that's bringing that stuff for you. Or some dudes got a way to get it through the mail, they get it over the fence, they get it. It's a bunch of different ways, because you know dudes up in that junk be they be jack creative as I don't know what. So I used to always witness situations like this. A dude would go to a dude that got something and be like, hey, yeah, let me get such and such, I'll pay you next week. And he'd give it to him. But the dude that's getting it, he know he not going to pay next week. And the dude that's giving it up, know he not going to pay either. But he not aggressively, violently, or just curring them out in public like, man, give me that. I ain't get, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if so, dudes that do the soft lane, normally they would go hard on the situation, but they might not want to. They might not want to tussle or risk going on lockup or risk having to kill them or risk anything for it. And the dude that they doing the soft lane to is somebody that you could be passive aggressive taking something, but they will fight if you make them fight. Like if you back them in the corner, if you try to take it, they gonna fight even if they know they're gonna lose or gang gonna stab them or whatever the case may be, but they gonna fight. So the soft lane is like the middle. It's like the balance of everything. The soft lane is like, I respect you enough to know you might kill me, whoop me, get me killed, but I like the fact that you not just taking it from me. And then the dude is like, you're a good dude, I know you will fight if you have to, but I'm taking this from you because I don't got no way to pay it, or I don't want to pay it, or I don't feel like I should pay it because who I am. So it's like a even exchange. I know it sounds funny, but it's like an even exchange because he don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So, but it'd be funny when you see that exchange in person, because it's like, it looked like he is a real, I got you, you got me. Dude will really come up and be like, man, what's up, Slim? Oh yeah, I heard you got some dope, or got some cigarettes, or got DVDs or whatever. Be like, yeah. What's up? What you need? He was like, man, is it like last time? No, that's better than last time. Alright, let me get 3 or 4 of them joints. Matter of fact, let me get a whole joint, and I got you next week. Alright, bet. And they exchange to go about their business, and the next time he catch, the same thing basically gonna happen. You know he's not gonna pay him. But also, the dude that's soft leaning, he'll take up for Slim if somebody else try to do it, or if somebody try to violently, aggressively approach him. He gonna take up for him. He gonna step in like, nah, that's my man. So it's a couple layers to it. It's a couple layers to it, because Slim definitely step in the picture to make sure he good, or if people plotting on snatching somebody, make sure he good. Now this the thing. When the robberies tend to happen, whether it's armed robbery, violent robbery, strong armed robberies, it normally happen when there's a drought in the jail and you the only person that got something. Or if it's a situation where, like, mainly is if there's a drought in the jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? All them other things I was about to say ties to if it's a driving jail, and you got only one that got something. Or no, this is the other. Or if what you got, you selling it too high, and dudes is a little frustrated. Dudes is a little like, nah, he trying to get over. You know what I'm saying? And on the opposite end, the people that soft landing is normally dudes that feel obligated to things. You got some people that feel like, man, I've been going hard so long, or my name ring, I shouldn't have to pay for nothing. Like, if it comes to just a little something. Now, if it's a bulk of something, you know, you gotta put your money up. But some of them feel like I shouldn't have to pay for no bullets. That's when you break down the cigarettes. I shouldn't have to pay for no hits. I shouldn't have to pay for this. I shouldn't have to pay for that. If somebody got a store, like they normally do, you know what I'm saying, 2 for 1, 3 for 5, things like that. Whatever you get, they double or triple up the number. Some dudes feel like if I get something from your store, I should give you what I got from you. Like nigga, I've been putting in work since forever, and I'm a good dude. Some people feel like that. I ran across that feeling before later on in my bit that I had to get corrected on. But one day I'm in the jump and you hear somebody screaming, ah! 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 Help! Help! So we're like, what the hell? So, you know, the CO's running around trying to get a hold of things, locking tears down, blah, 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 all this going on. So now when I get into this story, I'm just going to tell, like, some simple details because the people involved, like, they my niggas, and some of them home, man. The individual that it happened to, like, all the parties, with respects to all the parties, I want to tell what happened, but I don't want to, like, I don't know if they want the story to be told and be attached to their name. I don't know, because some of them changed their lives, some of them, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing. A few of them home. When you hear the story, you know who it is, you know who you are. So, boom. A few of my men I get the word that a few dudes that I mess with get locked up. So, and if you know the story or was on the tip with the story, you could correct me in the comments. I don't really trip. I'm just speaking on what came to me being on the other side. So basically what I got was, well, what I do know is the fact that the reason why they committed a robbery. They committed a robbery because they was trying to get up. Like, they was tired of dudes like looking at them like they was broke, or every time something happened, it don't go all the way through, or dudes, they had the money to start up nothing. Dudes don't got no plugs on the streets. Dudes don't got no horses. And a lot of people just looking at those individuals like, you know what I'm saying, they don't got no emotion. They good individuals. They solid individuals. But when you in that junk, you need some motion. You should have motion because it's a all motion jail. Like, you get motion from anything in this junk. It's an all motion jail. So them dudes was like tired of being looked at as people that want handouts and don't never had nothing. And that pressure could come when you looking around and dudes is making hundreds of thousands in a prison. Like, dudes is really making hundreds of thousands. Dudes is really making so much money. It was crazy. Like, buying multiple girls Benzes. I seen people send their kids to college in that junk, buy people houses. Man, dudes was getting money in that junk. So it was a dude on their tier that had the cans. He had them. Like, he had them. And cans is like, if you go to like a CVS or some type of tobacco store, I guess, it's like loose tobacco. So you got cans and you got pouches. And I don't know how much. I know it's like 16. I think it's 16 pouches in a can. Something like that. I can't remember. I've been home 10 years, y'all. I've been home 10 years. That's one thing a lot of y'all gotta remember too. Like, I've been home. This year will make 10 years that I've been home. So, like, I be jogged. And I'm speaking right now, and the cut is the beginning of my bit. That's the first prison I went to. That's when I was 16. So I think it's 16 pouches inside a can. That's what it weigh up to. But he wasn't trying to front them, or he wasn't trying to do whatever they wanted him to do. So my dudes went to wreck or whatever, they slid up in the cell. All the cells are single. They slid up in the cell, tied them up, tied them to the grill. everybody poked them. So this a move too to get it. Once you rob a dude to get him out of there, you want to stab him at least. So once the COs find them, they gotta put him on admit or put him on PC, or they gonna send him out of jail. Especially if he don't tell, they gonna send him out of jail. But they tied Slim up, took all this stuff, had everything, but the grill got locked. They got stuck on the tip, and he was hollering like a motherfucker. I'm sorry to laugh, but he was hollering like a motherfucker. Hey Rabbit, hey Rabbit. He was hollering like a motherfucker, and they got stuck on the tip, man. So they got jammed up, man. And, that was my man. I was mad. And it was a sweet move the way they had it set up, how they had everything timed. You'd have thought it was like a bank robbery. They had everything timed, everything set up. They slide up in there, get dude up, and these. And two of the dudes involved, they was job big, so they was able to, man, the dude was job big too, he wasn't no small dude. They was able to grab him up, get him up on the grill, tie him up to the grill, tie him up and everything. I don't know why they ain't tie his mouth up, but he was screaming, he was hollering like a man, he was hollering, but some people do different things when they think they about to die, and they try not to die. So, man, everybody deserved the choice to try to live, and that's what he did to try to live. And so they got caught. They couldn't get off the tip because the grill ended up getting locked. So they were stuck. And some of them, they didn't sleep on that tip, so it was no cell they could run into and, you know what I'm saying, hide or send the stuff downstairs and none of that type of stuff. And I think that bottom flap was like the old people jump. Yeah, I think that bottom flap on that side was like the old people jump. That's the F side. And the bottom was like the old people jump. And also you had a dude that was outside. I remember one jump, he was outside. Slim, he had that smack. He just came off the visit too. And he was trying to get it to another individual that's more notable, more strong, more go hard in the jail. And he went to the yard to meet with him, but before he could meet him, because when you come out the building, like the whole building is the jail. It's not like control units now when there's a bunch of buildings. The Cup was a castle. The whole building was the jail. Like, you don't go outside to go to another building, another tier, another part of the jail. The only thing you go outside for is the outside reps, is the baseball, football field, and then there's a gym building. So he was trying to meet the dude at the gym, and when he came outside, he was pushing it too. He was pushing it, but before he got to the gym, dude slid up on him. It was some blood dudes. They cut him off. Like, hey man, let me holler at you. He's like, oh, I'm gonna holler at you. He was trying to hurry up and get it so he could get it off. They got up on him, brandish, let him know they was, you know what I'm saying, put the jump to him. And he gave it up, man. He gave it up. Said some dudes used to get robbed coming off the visit. See, some dudes will swallow the stuff and shit it out. Some dudes will straight boof it, put it in them. Man, there's been situations with no dudes caught. They'd leave out, like they'd be in the visiting room and they'd see that somebody caught. They'd be like, babe, I'm gone. Get a kiss, I'm out of there. They hurry up and get out of there so they can let their men know we catching this nigga as soon as he come off the visit. And like really, he'll come off the visit, they snatch him up, take him to the bathroom and make him shit or make him pop that shit out. Like, dude don't even get back in the jail before they rob him. And so that calls for a lot of dudes to like be scared hustling. Dudes would be in that jump. Like, dudes would be like, man, you got such and dudes be like, no, I don't got it. I don't got nothing. And they pick and choose who they want to sell to, because they know certain people not going to pay them back. Or certain people just going to rob them. Straight like that. So they basically, and that's the scared hustlers. But sometimes the dude will scare hustle so much that it make you want to rob him, and you wasn't even going to rob him. They ask so many questions. When you going to have it? Or you going to have cash? Yeah. You're like, man, give me that shit. Like sometimes it gets annoying, man. That scared hustling, and sometimes it blow you. But yeah, dudes was definitely getting robbed in that joke, and they phone took. Like, people think of prison and think like only like your shoes and your commissary or something. Nah, dudes was getting robbed for all kind of stuff. Like, dudes was getting robbed. Man, you had some dudes that they make the jailhouse wine and dudes drop their bloop bloop, the muscle relax in there, and it's crazy. There ain't really nothing you could do. You drinking with dudes, thinking it's sweet. You drinking that junk, next thing you know, you go limp. Shit. You happy they robbed you. Because you hoping nothing else gonna happen to you in that junk. Because you in there, you can't do nothing for yourself. But, yeah, that's one thing I really used to pay attention to. I used to pay attention to all the different forms of robbery. And when I did business with people, I wanted to make sure that they knew I wasn't going for none of that shit. Like, I'm not saying I'm the toughest of most gangs, but I'm not going for it. And if you looking to do something and you don't want no problems behind it, problems will come. If you're looking to do something, it's gonna be a soft lane. If I give you something and you're not paying up front, and you say you got me next commissary, or you got me when you get on the phone, I'm gonna be right there to collect. Like, what's up? Like, and if you don't got it, you gotta give me something till you get it. You gotta give me a TV. You gotta give me something. Like, we gonna flip this jail upside down. That's just how I was, you know what I'm saying, brought up. I remember Wack had the, I remember he probably gonna kill me for talking about this, but I remember one time I say, Wack, man, this I don't know what. And I'm like, that, cause he don't never get me. I ain't never seen him, man. He always cool, calm, collected, smiling, and he left off the tip to jump. I'm like, where you going? He ain't tell nobody nothing. So I run down to the tier to try to catch him. And by the time I get through the grill, he was gone. I was like, dang, who the hell is that guy? Then I go back chilling. And then like 20, 25 minutes later, he come back on the tier with a TV and with I know he got the blicky on him. And I'm like, man, what's up? He like, man, yeah, such and such, man. I gave him a gram, he ain't blah, 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 blah. Man, I'm about to stab that nigga. I'm like, damn, bro, why you ain't tell me? He like, nah, bro, that's also how you would tell when somebody care about you too. They don't put you in a BS. They don't automatically run and get you to, you know what I'm saying? He want to handle it himself as you supposed to do. But by me being his little homie, I always want to be for backup, or I want, like, that's my dog. So that's just how I felt about it. But he was mad as I don't know what. And the person that he had to do that to was a homie. It was a homie, so that's what made him mad, even more mad, because he feel like, bro, I be looking out now, look out for you, but you making it hard for me to look out for real, because you ain't even, you know what I'm saying, who you end up. But as you know, like on the streets, wherever it's a drug markets, you got jack boys. You got dudes that's gonna take advantage of it, and you always gonna have weak dudes with connections to plugs, and you're gonna have them wolves waiting to take them off, and you're gonna have the smart wolves that's gonna be like, if we take them off, if we rob him and stab him, get us out of jail, we lose his plug. So why not just soft lane on him, not take everything from him, and give him a little protection so he can keep the flow going. Like, that's how you supposed to do it, man. But yeah, this episode of Kites, I just wanted to talk about the jailhouse robberies. You got the soft lane, you got the aggressive strong arm robbery, and it's no, I ain't gonna say it's no stealing, because you had dudes that did steal. And they got the skin peeled off of them. Like, I don't know if y'all remember in my previous long, like in episodes 2, 3, and 4 Kites. The earlier Kites, when I told you I used to be a rundown king, used to run down, take everybody's stuff. That's because that was the juvenile tier. We was a bunch of juveniles, and that was the culture up there. Like, we didn't even look at it as stealing. It was really just called the rundowns, the rundown game. It was really funny for real. It was fun and it was funny, unless you was the one getting ran down on. But it was fun and it was fun and it was funny because, like, you gotta be in the cut and all that waiting. You gotta catch them slipping. Cause I remember one dude was sitting in front of his, I think I told Big Pun was sitting in front of his cell, cause he knew I was coming. And dudes was playing ping pong and the game was like vicious or something was going on, and he was so into it that I got on the ground and I crawled and slid past him, behind him, under the chair, slid in the cell. Take everything, put everything in a bag like Santa Claus and slid out that joint and tiptoes and got to my cell. And he didn't even know. He was sitting right there the whole time. He probably fell asleep. But that don't go on up the road. You die straight like that. But the people that was stealing was dope fiends. Like, they like the crackheads on the streets. They, like, you had Bubble Eyes. I heard Bubble Eyes came home. No, I heard Bubble Eyes died. I don't know if you know Bubble Eyes. I think he was from Baltimore. If you know Bubble Eyes and if he died or still alive, let me know in the comments. But Bubble Eyes is the type that he gonna steal. And he gonna go get high and he gonna take the consequence. He had a big wound from getting stabbed in his neck from stealing something. He had all kind of knots and crevices on him. He gonna steal. You leave your shoes out there, he's stealing it. Leave this out there, you do this, you do that, he's stealing it. If you give him a package to take to somebody else, he's opening that junk. He typing that package, he gonna deliver it. Then somebody gonna send a kite like, hey man, this junk was short. The kite gonna get sent back. That one short, I sent 4 grams. You gonna send it back, man, this one 4 grams, this was only like 2.5. Then, who the only person that had access to it? Bubble Eyes. Then he get whooped or stabbed or cracked in the head or whatever for that. So you had a few dudes like Bubble Eyes there that they gonna steal. They know the consequences, but they don't. They is a disease that they got, so they just gonna go get high. They don't care. And Bubble Eyes, he used to make the shells too. He used to make the shells. That's how we used to put the knives in there and make stash packs in the shells to put them up in the cell. But yeah, that's, man. Y'all remember the name of kites come from kites. That's what you send. So what you do is you wrap your kite up. So you get you write your kite, or you put the dope or tobacco, whatever you doing, whatever you sending in your kite, whether it's a message or drugs, you fold that up. Then you get another piece of paper, fold that up on top of it. Then you get another piece of paper, fold that up, but you put the tape all on it. You tape that joint up like crazy. That way, if this is tampered with, you know somebody went in it. And like you could cut that joint with a razor, cut all the extra tape and open it. Then you open the other paper, then open the other paper, and you get to the package. That's how it get passed. But somehow Bubble Eye used to get up in there and deliver it like that thing was sealed and deal, like he ain't even touch it. But yeah, them the different robbery aspects in the jump, man. It used to be sad sometimes. I used to see some dudes be in the commissary line and get robbed in the commissary line, like, dude. And then you had some dudes come down there with an empty bag, just collecting, like, hey, man, good, hey, like. Yeah, it used to be sad, man. Some dudes, like, like for dudes that was weak, I used to always tell them, bruh, get what you need from the store. Don't be getting the rack of stuff, and don't go every week. Because if you go every week, dudes going to be paying attention, and they're going to rob you. They're going to rob you, or they're going to beg you to death. That's the soft lane, too. Begging. Dudes just be eating, always asking you for food, and never going to give you nothing back. But also, the dude that's scared, he gonna feel obligated to give it to him because he don't want to get robbed or he don't want nothing to happen to him. So he's gonna always give him whatever. So he damn near might make a list for things that he asked for just so he can have, and he can have his stuff, so it won't bother his stuff. Like, it's vicious in that joke, bro. You had some wolves, you had some bum wolves, some dope fiend wolves, some tough wolves, some gang member wolves, and some just stand up men wolves that was like finding a way to get in somebody's pockets, man. Like, that's how it was, man. But yeah, got any questions or anything, man, let me know. Stay safe out here, man. And also, man, all these messages just let y'all know, man, it's always better on this side, bro. Because prison right now, it ain't the same like it used to be, bro. And not saying it used to be something cool to go to, but if you went, you can make some money. You do it. Like now, I'm not saying dudes in there not getting money, but it's control units. They stay locked down. It's just, but there's nowhere to be, regardless of what you could do on that. It's freedom is always better, man. Shout out to y'all. Kites, I'm out. Hey, comment, like, subscribe, and send this thing to somebody. You know.